Another day, another invite. Na-invite tayo ni Samsung sa kanilang Galaxy Unfolded sa White Plains in Makati. And dito, in-unveil nila 3 major products na mag-unfold. So ano-ano nga ba mga na-unfold natin during the event? Pag-usapan natin. So this is the time of the year naglalabas si Samsung ng kanilang mga foldables and yung kanilang mga flippables. So probably you guessed it right, the successor ng Z Fold 7 and the successor ng Z Flip 7 comes 2 different foldables. I think medyo expected na ng mga tao to, no? Na medyo merong lalabas sa mas pandak and mas malapad na folding phone from Samsung, which is, well, undoubtedly, I think, it is something similar to that of the iPhone Fold. But since hindi pa naman lumalabas yun, so let's just focus ourselves dito sa nilabas ni Samsung. Now, for the foldables, naglabas sila ng Z Fold 8, which is yung mas pandak, and yung Z Fold 8 Ultra, which is yung normal na folding phone ni Samsung. I was quite confused dun sa dalawa. No? Parang mas feel ko maging Ultra yung mas pandak eh. Kasi when you say Z Fold 8, supposed to be it's a successor ng Z Fold 7 na gano'n rin katangkad. Eh, parang medyo iniba nila this year. Medyo na-confused din ako personally nung nag-attend ako ng evento. I was expecting yung Ultra yung mas maliit since siya naman kakaiba comparing from last year. But anyways, it is what it is. Yun naman ang pinangalan ng Samsung. Who am I to argue with that? And also came along, there's a Z Flip 8 din na lumabas. At the same time, lumabas din ang Watch 9 and Watch Ultra 2, which hindi na natin pag-uusapan. Kasi during the event na to, mga watch na to, wala namang battery and hindi ko rin naman makalikot. So, hindi ko din alam kung what's inside. Probably we'll save it for another day. Punahiram tayo ng unit for review. Beke naman, Samsung. So right now, focus lang tayo doon sa tatlong phone na nahawakan natin during the event. And let's start off with the flip phone. Si Galaxy Z Flip 8. Now, first things first, napansin ko dito sa kanya, upon unfolded, yung screen niya sa labas, seems to me, pinaliit na ni Samsung ng husto yung kanyang bezel, which is for me quite an improvement over from the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 from last year. You know, ako naman mahilig ako sa mga medyo bezel-less na phone, yung halos isang guhit na lang yung bezel, yun ang mga hilig ko talaga eh. I mean, sulit na sulit yung screen mo, kasi yung kanyang screen-to-body ratio, sobrang laki, and Samsung did just that. I think nakinig naman siya siguro sa mga bumabatikos kanila. Bakit kaya ng ibang brands, di mo kaya? Remember the Galaxy Z Fold 6? Ang pangit nun, no? Isipin mo, parang ang laki ng chunk na nawala sa screen mo, which is for me, sayang. Kasi sa ibang brand kasi, nagagawa naman nila na yung may display kahit may punch hole yung dalawa para sa dalawang mata ng camera. Pero si Samsung, they just decided to cut it out. And so they improved sa Z Fold 7 and further improving sa Z Fold 8, which I personally appreciate. Once na naka-unfold naman siya, pansin ko, very minimal na lang kanyang crease, no? Hindi naman siya masyadong halata pag hindi mo siya masyadong iniilawan. And pag tinignan mo naman siya, straight naman siya, hindi siya medyo V-konti tulad ng mga older Samsung Galaxy na flip phones. One thing na napansin ko sa kanya is that yung feel ko sa kamay is pretty good. Feel ko lang personally, parang gumaan siya ng konti or not far from that of the Z Flip 7. Now, let me share you some of the specs na alam natin. Yung inside niya is a Super AMOLED display na 6.9 incher, 120Hz screen refresh rate, and yung kanyang cover display is a 4.1 inch na Super AMOLED display din na may 60Hz na screen refresh rate. And ang phone na ito is being powered by a 2nm chip, guys. 2nm na gawa ni Samsung, which is the Exynos na 2600. In-house development niya ito. So, I'm not quite sure kung gaano siya kalakas kasi I did try to put Antutu benchmark, no? Pero it seems to me na hindi nagpapalagay ng app, no? So, well, sayang. Could have run the Antutu benchmark para makita man lang at the very least kung ano ang kanyang performance score. Pero, well, sad to say, hindi ko nagawa. Ayaw mong palagay ng app eh. It also has a slightly bigger battery na 4,300 mAh, 50MP ang kanyang main camera sensor together with a 12MP na ultra-wide lens. Yung kanyang loob is a 10MP na shooter. Meron siya 4 na color, no? Pink, graphite, cream, and mint. Yung mint, no, is just online only. And eto na ang presyo. Ang kanyang 12 gigs of RAM and 256 GB of storage is priced at 77,990. And ang kanyang 12/5/12 is being priced at 91,990. I'll pop the link on the description or just simply click yung YouTube shopping link once na nagkaroon na ng official links from Samsung. Now, mostly pinag-usapan during the launching was a lot about AI. Though personally, hindi ko naman na-test sa mga device na ito kasi ang daming tao naghihiraman during that time. Halos siguro the most na mahawakan mo yung device is siguro the most 5 minutes per device. You have to lend it to others para hindi ka naman sobrang suga pa. Meron siyang bagong tinatawag Now Nudge on Multi-Window. Yung AI na naka-built-in, kaya na magbasa ng message, no? Kunwari, nag-uusap kayo with your friends, checking your schedule. Yung Now Nudge on Multi-Windows, kaya niya i-check yung message, no? Ina-analyze niya. Then pupunta siya sa calendars mo, check niya kung free ka on that day. Imbis na ikaw pupunta ka pa sa calendar mo, titingnan mo kung free ka, let's say on August 3, kung at 3 p.m. available ka ba for a meeting, hindi na. Siya na mismo magsasabi sa'yo na wala ka naman nakapending na schedule or may nakapending kang schedule on that day, which is sobrang talino ng AI ng Samsung. I mean, this is probably one of the first time na nakita ko siya, kaya na-amaze naman ako sa kanya. Meron din siyang tinatawag My Fan Cam. So, ginagawa niya, kung kunwari, ikaw, wala ka sa center ng yung picture. Then, gamitin mo lang yung My Fan Cam. I-select mo lang yung subject, no? Kunwari, ikaw. Ilalagay niya ikaw sa center mismo. Para pag-post mo sa social media, ikaw mismo nasa center ng picture. Which is cool. Meron din siya photo assist. Pwede mong i-edit yung photo mo. Just type in and mag-prompt ka lang kung anong gusto mong gawin sa photo and Galaxy AI would do the rest for you. And meron pa siya isang feature na now brief na hindi ko na masyado siyang inintindi. Okay, so much for the AI. Since yun naman masyado pinag-usapan nila, ang pinagmalaki nila during the event, let's go down to the two foldable phones. So let's start off with yung normal. Si Galaxy Z Fold 8 Ultra. Siya yung dating Z Fold 7 na ginawang Z Fold 8 Ultra. Yun yung mas matangkad. Later pag-usapan natin yung mas pandak. Now upon holding tong phone na ito, medyo similar siya pa rin sa Z Fold 7. And it's also still feel boxy. Makanto pa rin naman siya. Wala naman sobrang laking big changes compared sa Z Fold 7. So one thing na napansin ko lang pag hawak ko dun sa device, yung kanyang sides, a little bit chamfered, no? I can't remember kung chamfered din ba si 7, pero parang feel ko mas boxy si 7 based na naalala ko, yung unang hawak ko sa Z Fold 7. Now, upon opening naman yung kanyang screen, I would say na yung kanyang feeling is very responsive. Mabilis naman buksan, mabilis din naman siya isara. Okay, maganda naman ganyan pagkagawa sa hinges. Once na pag finlat mo siya open, makita mo straight na straight line din naman siya. And yung kanyang crease is still a bit visible once na nataman ng ilaw. Pero once na hindi mo naman siya tinaman ng ilaw at may display, halos hindi mo na siya mapapansin. Though, masasalad mo pa rin siya ng konti. I would say na siguro nag-improve ng konti over sa Z Fold 7 pero hindi sobrang laking lundag compared to the Z Fold 7, sa kanyang predecessor. So right now, pag-usapan lang natin quickly ang kanyang specs, yung mga nalalaman natin. Yung kanyang outside screen, no, yung kanyang cover display is a 6.5-inch na OLED display. Once you unfold it, you get a 8-incher na QXGA Plus na dynamic AMOLED display. 120Hz din siya, and probably yung meaning ng dynamic AMOLED display niya is that it can adjust itself from 1Hz to 120Hz para makatipid ka ng battery. Depende sa usage mo. Babasahin lang na yung usage pattern mo kung anong refresh rate kailangan mo. Yun lang ibibigay niya sa'yo para makatipid ka ng battery. As usual, pinagmalaki ni Samsung na this is a highly customized na Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 para sa Galaxy, which probably malalaman naman natin ka ng performance once we get a hand on it. And, well, sad to say, gusto ko nga talaga lagyan ng Antutu benchmark para patakbuhin, para makita natin ka ng benchmarking, pero hindi inalaw ng unit kasi naka-lock. So Samsung, beke naman, magpadala kayo ng unit for review. Meron siya 5,000 mAh na battery pack inside. Well, I think it's still a lithium-ion battery na hindi pa rin sila nag-upgrade to silicon carbon. Siguro kung nag-silicon carbon to, might probably be 7,000 mAh without even adding the weight. Now, this one supports fast charging, supports wireless charging din. So, I think should be somewhere still around mga nasa 45 watts based sa hula ko lang. Kasi hindi ko nakita pa yung kanyang official na charging speed. So, pagdating sa kanyang camera, 200MP ang kanyang main camera sensor. Meron siya 50MP na ultra-wide lens and a 10MP na telephoto lens na 3 times optical zoom. Now, sa kanyang selfie camera, be it folded or unfolded, both same lang sila. 10MP na main camera shooter. So, meron siya apat na color, violet shadow, kanang hero color, graphite, Cream, and si Green Shadow. Yung Green Shadow, it's only online exclusive. Now for the price. Yung kanyang 12 gigs of RAM and 256 GB of storage is priced at 123,990, which is a bit of a jump from the Galaxy Z Fold 7. Ang kanyang 12/512 is priced at 137,990, and ang kanyang 16 gigs of RAM and 1 TB of storage is priced at 165,990. More details on the description box below, or just simply click yung YouTube shopping link. Update natin yan once na nagkaroon ng official links from Samsung. Now, ito na, yung pinaka-excited ako, yung kanyang mas pandak, mas kinompress siya at medyo mas wider siya pag once na in-unfold mo siya. And this is called the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8. Now, upon holding yung kanyang phone sa likod, I feel a little bit odd. Parang feel ko na medyo lumaki konti yung Z Flip 8 ko. At the same time, parang naging mas chunkier yung Z Flip 8 ko. Well, that's just how I feel about it. Yung ganyan outer display is definitely for me, parang cool din siyang tingnan, gamitin. I'll just describe it as parang pumandak na Z Fold 7 mas tumaba ng konti na Z Fold 7. Yung kanyang paghawak ko naman, yung kanyang form factor is almost the same naman kay Z Fold 8 na Ultra. Medyo boxy siya, makanto siya, pero yung kanyang side is a little bit chamfered, so hindi siya masyadong edgy. Now, once you unfold it, same lang naman siya sa Z Fold 8 Ultra. Pag inilawan mo, mapapansin mo kanyang crease, pero kung hindi mo siya inilawan at hindi mo siya naman sadyang sinalat, parang hindi mo naman siya mapapansin. Now, pagdating naman sa kanyang display, once you unfold it, I think this is where it differs from the Galaxy Z Fold 8 Ultra. Parang isipin mo na you have a mini tablet inside your pocket. Kasi ang tablet, di ba, medyo pa-wide pag hinigaan mo. Halos ganun din yung feel, no? Medyo pa-wide siya ng konti compared sa Z Fold 8 Ultra. And it has a 4:3 na ratio, which is perfect na perfect para sa mga long format na videos. Saktong-sakto siya, no? I would love to show you a playback ng video, pero due to the limited time na nahawakan ko yung phone, hindi ako nakapag-playback sa YouTube, or I think hindi din siya nakahook sa net, so hindi ka rin makapag-playback ng video during the event. Gusto ko makita ka sana kung gaano kaganda yung kanyang full screen, watching a YouTube video man lang, hindi mo na kailangan i-pinch para mag-zoom. Pero there are some details na mawawala sa video. And once that it is closed, yung kanang outside screen, perfect din siya para sa mga short form videos like mga shorts and reels. Kasi yung kanyang ratio is 10.1:16, which is perfect naman para sa mga short format. So I think this phone is quite engineered para sa mga videos, no? Like short format sa YouTube, sa TikTok, sa Facebook, sa Instagram, and sa long format naman pagdating sa YouTube, sa Netflix, and all of the other online streaming platform na pinapanood ninyo madalas. Now, let's quickly discuss na lang yung mga specs na nalalaman ko dito sa Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8. Now, once na naka-folded siya, outside screen niya is a 5.5-inch na QHD Plus na display. Once na naka-unfold naman siya, it's a 7.6 na QHD Plus na display. Dynamic AMOLED na siya and 120Hz na screen refresh rate. Now, pagdating naman sa kanyang processor, the usual, pinagmalaki na naman ni Samsung na this is a highly customized na processor na ginawa ng Qualcomm para sa amin and para sa inyo din. Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 na design just for Samsung, which I'm really interested to test, no, kung talagang okay ba siya or still the same sa S26 Ultra na medyo throttled. So malalaman naman natin, no, once na nakakuha tayo ng unit for review. Beke naman Samsung, third time na nang paramdam sa video na ito. Pagdating naman sa camera, 50MP main camera sensor and 50MP ang kanyang ultra wide sensor, and ang kanyang front-facing camera, be it inside or outside, is still a 10MP na shooter. Mas malit kundi ka ng battery at 4,800 mAh, supporting fast charging and supporting wireless charging as well. So the goods kasi may wireless charging siya. I was expecting na nawalan siya ng wireless charging, no? So meron siya apat na color: lavender, kanang hero color, graphite, cream, and pistachio. Si pistachio is online exclusive only. Now for the price, this one, well, in-inherit niya ang presyo ni Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. So, i-reveal na natin. Ang kanyang 12256GB of storage is priced at 109,990, which is yun ang previous price ng Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. Ang kanyang 12512GB of storage is priced of 123,990. And ang kanyang 16GB of RAM and 1TB storage storage is priced at 151,990. So more details, I'll pop it on the description box below or just simply click yung YouTube shopping link. Once na nag-upload si Samsung, lalagyan natin yung mga links na available. Now guys, anong ang natipuhan mo dito sa tatlong bagong phones na in-unfold ni Samsung? Let me know in the comments kung anong bang trip ninyo dito sa tatlo at kung anong balak nyong i-upgrade or you're upgrading from what device, just let me know on the comments. So I hope yung mga Samsung Galaxy na Z Fold and Z Flip fans natuwa naman dito sa bagong in-unveil and in-unfold ni Samsung for this year, second half ng 2026. So of course guys, in-encourage you kayo to like, subscribe dito sa ating channel. So mabalitaan kayo no, once naglalabas tayo ng mga videos na exclusive launch cover just like this one. So paano yan guys? Hanggang dito muna ako. I'll see you on my next video. Peace out.
And so, ako para si Richmond, and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.